Alright, what's up, guys? We are back with Berserk, chapter 361. Um, this one's called Crevice. Okay. So I mean, Skull Knight is here, man. I'm excited to see this reunion. Um, the long-awaited reunion, I would say. Um, so yeah, man, let's hop into this. Oh, it's you. He's like Guts isn't even like phased by it. Um, as dictated by causality. Very mysterious as per usual. So, what do you think? A while back on that moonlit beach, you gave me some advice. Guess your concerns were overblown, huh? As you can see, I made it to the island with eye, arm, and whole body intact. Things did get a bit rough on the way here, though. I mean, I mean, this guy, man, he's totally underselling it. Like this armor has messed him up, man. But okay, all right. That is good. Thanks. Do not let your guard down either. Causality has yet to converge. Hey, just what is that supposed to? It has been far too long, Your Majesty. Oh, he's referring to Skull Knight as a king. Interesting. Or rather, I believe you do go by Skull Knight these days. Majesty. I recognize your face. The son of Vid, are you not? My name is, Gedfrin. My father and I were granted many audiences with you when I was but a child. Now I am the leader of this village. That insolent child appears to have grown up well. Oh, you humble me. Oh, wait, hold on. Old man, just how old are you? There is possibly not much point in asking. Someone for whom time flows differently. Um, but you have to me, hitherto unknown relationship to this knight. Then can't get rid of him more like, or his ill omens. Thick as thieves. Then I understand. So you would have to assume that like that this guy has to be at least like hundreds and hundreds of years old, maybe even like 1,000 years old or somewhere around there. And then that would also confirm that Skull Knight as well is at least in that range of like 1,000 years old or something like that. Um, Now, what say you, Sir Knight? Will you accompany the swordsman and myself to call Hanar? Who's Hanar? A dwarf spirit of smithing and a skilled craftsman to boot. Your armor and Sir Knight's are both products of his prowess. Interesting. There's no harm in having a chat. Very well. Let us see about repairs to my armor as well. And Mara just like woke up from a nap. um, that's also interesting. So we're actually going to see. I do believe this is like the first time that we've ever seen um a dwarf in the series. It might be because I can't think of another time that we've actually seen one. So this might actually be like the first time that we've gotten to see it. Um, so relax and picture yourself sweeping the bodies away with your broom. Good luck. Oh, I know it so well. You see all the other flying. As a practitioner of magic, it makes you want to try it for yourself. Oh, okay. So Farnese is looking at okay. But it might not come naturally to such a serious and bookish girl. Relax your shoulders. To fly, you need to deal with the Bardies, which isn't easy. Figgle things, a lot of them. I can still only barely skim the ground. I feel like I'm floating. Oh, really? Morda? Dude. Miura knows what he's doing with this panel, man. Um, Jesus, man. He really knows what he's doing with this. See if you guys can see that. Yeah, he knows what he's doing with that. There's so many jokes I can make here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. So, um, yeah. I there's no need for me to do that. um, okay. You'll pick it up much quicker if someone actually flies. Off we go. You can't just. Jeez, don't close your eyes. Nope, nope, nope. um, you've flown when doing astral projection, haven't you? Why so scared now? That's completely different. Now I'll die if I fall. The wind, it feels so good. Actually, flying into the wind sure is something. As a body of light, you're just half dreaming. So let's feel something, and lots of it. And Shige's just like screaming. um, I wonder where Morla's like taking her though. Incredible. And she like legitimately has like tears in her eyes. Not to brag, but I'm the best on the island when it comes to brooms. Again, I can make another joke. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Um, I go for a ride whenever those boring old men's lectures are about to put me to sleep. You're different from the other sorcerers on this island. Maybe more like a delinquent. Well, yeah. The whole hold hands and be friends thing isn't in my nature. But hey, look, that's guts. And what's down this ravine? Yeah, I don't know about Morta, man. She seems like I mean I think she's pretty cool, but like I feel like she has like just another side to her that we haven't quite seen yet. Because yeah, she is a delinquent, and my fear is that that's that's just sort of like a front to like a more twisted, a more sinister side to that character that we just haven't seen yet. Um, it's Berserk, so that's entirely possible of that happening. Um, but she certainly has been sort of a rebel, definitely in comparison to like the other people who are training. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised. Um, it's where the island's outcasts hang out. Hmm. Rather than a place in the sun, some prefer the gloom, like the spirit you summoned earlier. Those who can't adapt to the queen's light and bloom. Coincidentally, my master also lives down there. Oh, her master is there? Why are your buddy and elder Godfriend going there? And I haven't seen that knight before. So, curious? Let us investigate. That's the spirit. So then the thing that she summoned before, I'm guessing that she's referring to the wicker kind of thing that was summoned. Um, Interesting that that came from this ravine. Um, I don't know, man. Morta's giving me like all right. So the very first thing that happens when she wakes up from this nap is that she immediately sees Guts and the Skull Knight and Gedfrin heading down the ravine, and she immediately takes advantage. Like she wants to know what's happening over there. It could be totally like just curiosity, right? But like the fact that she wants to go immediately to go see like what's going on over there, like I don't know. And then pressuring Sharike to like, hey, so you want to go like you want to go see what's going on there, right? Um, Again, I'm scared that like it's something more than just curiosity, right? Um, okay, wow, dude, look at this ravine. You have like a giant toad, centipedes, bats. You got like little like golems down there as well. Crazy. This is indeed different from elfin lands above. It's rather like the Clypoth. Oh, interesting. The thing that attacked us, Wicker Men. Okay, so yeah, so they are here. This land was attacked by a great kingdom on the continent long ago. Captured enemy soldiers were sacrificed to create these. Oh wow, that's really kind of nuts to think about. One of them gave you a spot of trouble, huh? But you have to take old tools out of the shed once in a while so they don't dull. I mean, I would imagine that like the island in like a dire situation. So like like if they were to be attacked again by people on the continent, then they would have to utilize more things in this ravine. But I'm curious if um like what Morta did in bringing out that Wickerman that one time, is that like a normal thing, um to combating like a small group of people like that, right? um I don't know, because like the fact that these Wickermen do come from like the darkest part of the island, and you know what I mean, like I don't know, like is that something that just everyone, like whenever, um I don't know. I feel like I'm just doubting Mortis so much now. Like, I don't know. Used to be that sorcerers, witches, and magic users were measured by the rumors and fears they inspired. Then you see the village, and it's like a playground. Totally lame. Again, man, she's giving me really bad vibes. Um, you know what? Why does that remind me of Sasuke Uchiha? Right? Like his kind of like sentiments about the Leaf Village, of like, oh, this place was just like too friendly, right? And I needed to go somewhere serious in order to gain the power to defeat Itachi, right? Obviously, this is not that same situation, but her saying that this place is just like a playground, right? It's totally lame. Like, I don't know. Gave me that feeling. You want to be carried away by your overflowing power, don't you, Morta? We have one like that in our group too. Not even. Nothing childish like that. Not me. Um, Master. Oh my god, dude. More did I see. You've hardly shown your face around here as of late. Had to go greet some newcomers to the island. That's your excuse for taking a wicker man without permission? How brazen. Don't get so mad or you'll get lightheaded again. Granny Vol, my master, and this is master of curses and the manipulation of departed souls. The island knows her as Volvapa, the very image of an evil crone. Who are you calling a crone? Yeah, she literally has that image. The cauldron, the cane, the large hat, the nose, all of it. I intruded on this island only the other day. I am the pupil of Flora of the Spirit Wood. My name is Shurieke. Apologies for hovering over you. Ooh, so you're that Flora's. Did you know my master? Did you see old Gedfrin and two night guys pass by? They were headed for the Stone Forest about a moment ago. So Morta literally just like cut off Shirike from uh finding out that answer from Volvopa or whatever. Um, Sorry to bother you, master. Help out with a right once in a while, will ya? If I feel like it. Goodbye. Should I curse my dreadful pupil to grow a tail? I was so nervous. She's so intimidating. She's got a certain look to her for sure, but she's a fun old bag. But this is the first time I've seen her bring someone along. Though this guest being, of all possible things, one of Flora's, not to mention that death's head horseman. It does indeed look like the sleep-addled talk of those old fools is coming true. Interesting. Incredible. The rock really does look like a forest. We'll walk from here. The Bartais are thick here. Flying would seriously wear us out. Dwarves like to make their homes in dark, tight spaces, and they're stubborn weirdos. Well, I hardly ever walk, so I'll be tired either way. There they are. Excuse us, Hanar. What business does a sorcerer have in the bowels of the earth? Oh wow, he reminds me. He reminds him of him. Interesting, dude. God, he was like literally what, like the one person, back in the early days of Berserk, back when Guts' adventure was just kicking off, who like didn't like totally like who wasn't that much of an asshole to Guts, who didn't betray Guts, you know what I mean? Um Man, dude, that's a blast from the past, honestly. Well, there's the familiar face. King. Oh. Seems you haven't slipped from this mortal coil yet, as expected of my work. It is thanks to you that I am in good health, my friend. Good health, huh? You're just rattling in your coffin. Interesting. So him, saying that it's a mortal coil, would imply it would imply that like, yeah, that literally Skull Knight is on death's door, and it's literally just this armor that's keeping like whatever is left of his soul still intact. Um, that's really really interesting. That he is so dependent on that soul, on that cage, on that armor. Um, that's really fascinating. Um, and again, I wonder if that's kind of the future that's also awaiting Guts at some point. That the Berserker armor is just gonna mess him up so badly that he's just gonna be left in a state that he needs an entirely separate armor to keep what's ever left of his soul or his body, from passing over to like the afterlife. And you, never thought I'd see that one again. Nor that two would appear together. Nar, since you forged it, tell us, what does it mean to don that black suit of armor? Could you perhaps explain to the young man? I ain't the generous sort. But judging by how well you wear it, youngin, it seems you've gotten some use out of it. Yeah, it's pulled me back from the brink of death many times. Thanks for that. Oh, no need for thanks. You're its owner now. Only. That you've used it doesn't mean you've mastered it. That thing is liable to turn, possess, and consume its host. Well then, let's give it a go. Okay, so he just like tapped it. Just gave it a nice little tap. Um, wow, so the armor actually just activated from that. Interesting. That's the end of the chapter, man. Okay. I'm really curious. So, like, I mean, like Guts absolutely needs this, but like at the same time, like being able to master the Berserker armor, I feel like is like, um, because theoretically the Skull Knight couldn't even do that, right? Um, because he did end up falling to it. So like, I don't know if Guts will be able to either, but like having Hanar here and having Skull Knight here as well, people who are familiar with the armor, um, maybe Guts won't be able to master it, but he will definitely be able to like endure it a little bit longer than he would have previously with their help. Um, so yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna be really fascinating to see like what Hanar is going to be able to do with, now that he's reunited with his old work. Um, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for this chapter, guys. So like, comment, subscribe for more Berserk, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.